Good morning, good morning, good morning, fuckers. Welcome to another pool school video. As you see in the description, I'm going to show you what we mean by cleaning the grids or cartridge filter when we're closing a pool. So we're actually at a pool right now that we are closing that has a DE filter. So this is the perfect time to show you. So let me turn you around here. Some of you that follow us might actually remember this pool. So this is a pool that Tammy and I, during the summer, cleaned up. This pool was black when we got it. Now it's got a green hue to it now, but it's been off for a while. There's a lot of leaves, and it is low. But we're closing it, so she didn't really care. And we're going to be hitting it with a bunch of chlor. Actually, most of that green is the stuff on the bottom. As you can see, it's turning blue as Tammy's vacuuming it. But anyway, they had no problems with this pool. They got to use it for the rest of the season after we cleaned it up. And cleaning these grids, I'm going to show you. So you take, this one happens to be 11/16 right here. There's a couple different sizes of these. The hell? Hang on. Oh, it's not. Huh. All right. It's not 7/8. Got the wrong size socket. There's a couple different sizes for these filters. There's 9/16. There's usually 11/16. And then there's usually 7/8. They're usually the only sizes, so I'm not really sure what the deal is. And that is 11/16. Somebody must have changed that one because when I was here last time, I believe that was 11/16. All right, so they're very, 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 very rarely 3/4, but this one seems like it's going to be 3/4. Very rare. I think I've only ever seen one that was 3/4 other than this one. So you just witnessed a rarity, but that's okay. All right. All right. See if we can make something happen here. There it is. All right. So it's 3/4 after all. All right. Let's take this off. Sorry, I'm holding my phone, so you're not going to be able to see everything. Take the nut off. Sorry, I got to hold the other end of the thing, so you're not going to see some of this. What I usually do is I put the nut back on, and then I will place it somewhere. Oh, a lot of times I use the bolt if I can get it in there. Sometimes I don't need to. Or I'll use the gun to take the socket off. If I happen to have a screwdriver handy, I'll do that. But there, get that off of there. Socket back on the gun like that. Now, take the bolt and nut, and I'll put them somewhere where I know they're not going to get lost. Now, let's get this. Hold on, guys. I got to get this off of here. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Ring is off. Oh, shit. You know what? Another thing you got to do that I forgot to show you. I thought I already did it, but that's right. I had to get something to loosen it. The nut down here, that's too big. All right, so I got to go get a screwdriver. Today is literally one of those days. We'll get this. Tell you what, it's towards the end of October. coming up to Halloween, and I'm in sweats, and I'm sweating my ass off. It is very, very warm out here, which is, I think, why we have slowed down with closings. I think we're, been telling Tammy too, I think we're going to be getting hit again with more closings. So if you're not scheduled for your closing, I highly recommend you get scheduled because we're going to get bombarded and yeah, you won't be able to get in. Highly recommend you get scheduled. Screwdriver. Yeah, highly, highly recommend y'all get scheduled because once we start getting hit again and we have ads coming out early to mid-November, we have a couple ads hitting in a couple different areas. One of them is the Poconos. Another one is in Doylestown. There are country clubs. And then we have our big one that's going in for, let me turn you around. Okay, so here's your plug. Stick your screwdriver in there. Give your plug a twist. This drains the tank. Yeah, it's Shawnee Inn is where the ad is. It's country club, golf course. That one, and then there's one, I believe it's down in Doylestown. We're going to be in one. Well, whatever, hun. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Ugh. I call it a country club. Okay, well, it's not. So it's a fucking country club. Hun, we can't hear anything you're saying over here. All right. So there are the grids. Now, these grids are actually brand new. We put these grids in when we clean this pool up. So, but here's the hose. So I want these grids. See the white in there? That's how they should look. So let's see what we get here. And since these are brand new, these should clean up as white as they started. Brand new, couple months old. So, sorry, I may not be aiming you directly at the grids. See, here's a problem though. See how they, hoping she didn't leave this sit off for too long. Because these should be coming up white, white, white. Now I'm going to be at these a little bit, so I'm going to get them as white as I can. But this is just sitting for, I don't know, a little while, probably a couple days. Now imagine what happens if this were to sit all winter like this. This is why we say grids, DE grids, and cartridge filters must be cleaned at closing. This is why. They sit all winter like this, these will be destroyed by summer because they'll sit with this on there the whole time and it stains it and it plugs up the holes. All right, I'm trying to get the bulk of it off and then I'm going to pull these out. It's just hard to do this with holding my phone. All right, but this is what we mean by cleaning the grids. Now, see how white they're coming up? See how white that is right there? That's how they should look all the way around. That's how they look brand new. All right. So this is what we do at every closing, whether it is a DE filter, a cartridge filter. If it's a sand filter, we backwash for quite a while to make sure the sand is clean. So it's all relative. You're still cleaning the filter no matter what. You never close the sand pool without backwashing the filter. Really, really good. All right. Either way, you're cleaning a filter no matter what, no matter whether it's with a hose or with backwash. All right. You're cleaning the filter. They've got to be cleaned. You can't leave that shit in there because it'll destroy the filtering of, it'll lessen the quality of the filtration of the filter. All right. All right. So let me. All right. So there's a shaft right here. This is your stack pipe. This sits on the stack pipe. The way to get this off, this is going to be a bitch because I have to hold my phone. But the way you get this off is you shimmy it this way and you pull up at the same time gently because you can break the stack pipe. I've actually seen them break. Um, one came from the factory that I had to fix. It was broken from the factory in the box. So you shake and you pull up at the same time, just like that. All right. All right. See all the shit that's on there? We got to get all that off. Put this over here. Actually, put it over here. All right. And, oh, clean the tank out. Little tip, little tip for the O-ring. Little tip for the O-ring. Make sure when you put this, before you put it back together, now I already checked this and it wasn't leaking when we got here, so I know it's not, there's nothing in there. Where this part and this part meet under here, there's a groove in there. All right, where the tank comes together. You got to make sure that groove is completely free of any debris. The groove and where this sits here, and also on the tank lid there. Make sure that's completely free of debris like that. That happened when I put it down. That wasn't there before. Make sure that's, otherwise that will leak. Do not put silicone or anything like that, any Vaseline. You shouldn't put Vaseline on any O-rings. But do not put any silicone. These are not meant for silicone. Just make sure the surfaces are all completely clean and free of debris and dirt. That's what causes leaks. All right. All right. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, these are actually coming up nice. But this is how I do it. I get more intricate with this. I'm just giving you guys a quick little idea of how to do this. I get all in here and in here. I can't do it holding my phone, but I do. I get all inside there. I get these things as white as they could possibly come. And that is very important to keep these grids nice. These grids look good. These grids look really good. All right, this is how you're supposed to do it. All right, and you take the time to do it. It takes a few extra minutes to make them right, but it saves the customer. It saves the customer from needing new grids a lot sooner than later. You do this every year, and your grids can last you a long time. All right, I learned this. I learned this way back when I started in pools how to do this, and the importance of making sure it's done right. All right, so I'm getting to the point where I'm not gonna be able to hold my phone soon because I'm gonna have to tilt this and look at all different angles and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be able to do that while holding my phone. But you guys get the general idea. All right, see all this coming off? This is what you want, guys. You want to make sure this is done right. All right, and any pool company that doesn't do this is doing you a very, 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 very big injustice. Okay, and we do not charge extra to do this. This is part of the closing, just like putting the cover on, taking ladders and handrails out, vacuuming the pool like Tammy's doing right there. That's our pump. She's vacuuming that pump to waste. See the water coming out? That's what she's doing. She's vacuuming the pump, backing the pool down, cleaning the pool, and at the same time, look at the water level. She's bringing the water level down for the mesh cover that we're going on now. Guys, this is all part of our closing and should be part of every company's closing. We know a lot of companies that are charging for this extra stuff. So, This is how you do it right. See all that stuff coming off? That's all DE. See, some areas may be stained because of the way, because of it's sitting for a little while. And we don't take care of this pool. All we did was clean it for her, and now we're closing it, and then we're going to open it. We don't maintain this. They maintain it themselves. So what they do, obviously what they do when we're not here, we don't know. Getting as much of this as I can while I'm on the live, but getting to the point where I'm going to have to get off of here in a couple minutes. They don't look too bad. There's a slight bit of staining, but the more I do this, the more I clean, the more that may come out. I'm not done yet. I'm going to keep going over it, trying to get the big stuff off for right now so the sun doesn't hit it and bake it on there. So I will keep at this. But I hope this video helped you guys. And again, that's what we mean by cleaning the grids or the cartridge filter. Make sure whatever pool company you're using, they do this. This is very, very important. It is imperative that this gets done at closing. Never let these grids or a cartridge filter sit with that shit all over it all winter long. It'll ruin that filter. Okay, you want to talk about having to backwash all the time? You're going to be backwashing all. You may not even get good flow at all come next season. All right, so make sure they're cleaned. If you need anything, 610-780-3614. That is our number for texting or call. Text is always best. And cvpoolpros@gmail.com if you'd like to get a hold of us to schedule or to ask questions. All right. Listen, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. We'll talk to you all. Be safe. See ya.